Okay, so the first thing we're going to do here is enable color for this elevation. So we're going to go to the elevation settings, and here in the uncut elements we're going to change the setting for fill uncut surfaces with, we're going to bring on surface colors and shaded. So just this change is going to enable color for the elevation. Now we don't have shadows yet, so we're going to go back to the settings, elevation settings, and we're going to enable sun shadows. So we're going to bring it here on, and then we can have this as a 3D window or custom. It's usually better to have it custom because otherwise we may be looking at an elevation that is not lit by the sun in the 3D window and it may become dark. So it's better to have it just custom and 45-45. If for some reason you need the shadows to move a little bit more to the side or something, you can always play with these angles. But by default, these work nice. So just that enables the shadows on the elevation. Another setting that we may want to have enabled as well is mark the distant area. So we're going to go again to the elevation settings, and we're going to enable mark distant area. And for now, we're going to just leave this as it is, see what happens. And as you can see here, whatever is far there is set up on a different pen set. Now this can be configured. We're on the east elevation, so we're going to go to the floor plan. We're going to check what the east elevation, how it's configured. Well, this is pretty much the setting for the distant area. Like for example, I'm just going to move it over here and see what happens with this part of the elevation. So let's go back to the east elevation, and we see that all of this is marked with a different pen. So I don't know, I was thinking maybe because of the two different volumes, this one has is closer to the view and this one is farther down. I was kind of setting it up here. So this element is going to become distant on the settings. We can enable color for that as well. So again, we go back to the elevation settings, and on the mark distant area settings, we can enable on surface colors, right? And we can, as we can see here, we can, well, right now we have a uniform pen, and what that is going to do is going to create a different pen, so you can also tell the difference between the fill patterns from the forefront and the different or the farther element. And you can turn on vectorial hatching if you want to, and you can enable as well the sun shadow. So that enables the color as well, and still maintaining that distant area setting. So that's what we did for the elevations. As you can see here, well, we have another one here. We're going to change the settings real quick. So we're going to go to view settings. Oops, sorry. Elevation settings. We're going to turn on surface colors. We're going to turn on sun shadow, and we're going to turn, well, it's already on distant area. We're just going to enable here on surface colors, right? And here we go. And now we're going to just make sure that we have the correct distance for the elements. So this is the north elevation. So we're going to go back to the floor plan. We're going to select the north elevation, see where the distant point. Yeah, I don't know. We may want to bring it. I don't know. Maybe this works fine. Over here would be good. So we have east elevation, north elevation, south elevation, and west elevation. This one we're going to set also the view settings. Oops, sorry, keep going to the view settings. Elevation settings. Some messages there. on surface colors, sun and shadows, distant area with on surface colors. There you go. So this is for this setting, so we're going to go over other settings in a different video.